Y'all know I love talking about Candace Owens because boy, she is an enigma. Right? So everybody is tracking the murder, let's just call it what it is, of Ahmaud Arbery. And I'm sure you've been seeing some of the partisan nonsense that's been going on. But of course, in times like this, two people rise to the occasion. Surprisingly enough, I haven't heard that much from the other one, which is Tommy Loren. But hey, Candace Owens never lets us down with her nonsensical take. And so Candace actually gets dragged, not by leftists like myself, not by the Ajamu Barakas, not by the Cornel West of the world. He ain't come at her. My dear sister Candace got it all wrong. No, it ain't the Cornel West of the world. It's by her own people. Candace Owens gets dragged by black conservatives. Let's look at the tweet that Candace put up again. I covered it a while ago, but let's look at it again, and then we'll check out some of the tweets from the black conservatives. So this is in reference to the Ahmaud Arbery murder. She said Ahmaud Arbery was caught on camera breaking into an unfinished property that was owned by Larry English. His mother has confirmed it is him in the video. Please stop with the just a jogger BS narrative. Avid joggers don't wear khaki shorts and stop to break into homes. Because everybody knows that Candace Owens is a jogging enthusiast. She tweets about it all the time. Didn't you know? You couldn't ever wear khaki shorts if you were jogging. That's a thing. Mind you, I'm not gonna lie, if y'all have ever lived in like South Florida, but like in Aventura and like Fort Lauderdale and those type of places, bro, they really be out there in khaki shorts jogging. They really do. I'm not even joking. This is like a thing. I laughed when I saw that. But nonetheless, Candace Owens really just doesn't. You gotta wonder, like, is she doing this on purpose? Because I don't think she is. I think that some people think she's like pandering, and she is pandering to a degree. But I've said for a while, I think that Candace genuinely has some image issues. If you know her history, if you watch her Joe Rogan interview, which was like the super insightful and not in a good way, you saw like some of the issues she had where like she just really had a lot of self-hate, and she had always been seeking acceptance. And then her words, not mine, when she got a white boyfriend who applauded her literally while they were sitting at a country club for criticizing black people, she stopped being an Obama supporter, she stopped being a Bernie supporter, and immediately became a Trump supporter because she felt accepted. Now, however, her community, black Republicans, they had enough. And these are the conservatives who are anti-Trump, some of the conservatives who are pro-Trump. They just had enough. So let's check out some of the responses to Candace. This is from Deontay Johnson. Sigh. Why is she so hateful? This seriously scares me. This is not how we grow our movement. I pray that God heals her heart and they'll know we are Christians by our love. Very disturbing to see this from a woman who could be such a powerful voice. And one of the tweets that he was responding to, man, she talks about black people are the ones who commit the violent crimes. It's sad. One from Shermichael Singleton, who's also a contributor on MSNBC. Very common sense takes. I'm gonna actually go look at some of his stuff. He has some very common sense takes. He says, I've never had a problem with being a black conservative, and most black people who are Democrats have supported me. However, if you're black and conservative and your only purpose is to take down your own community for applause and acceptance from white people, you have a problem. I guess he ain't been red pilled. Is that what that means? He ain't been red pilled. He ain't dim exited. He ain't walked away. Is that what that is? He ain't walked away from the plantation. That's one of y'all. He's a hardcore liberal. Or excuse me, conservative. He is. He just has common sense and recognizes a shill when he sees one. That's the difference between a genuine conservative and Candace Owens. So then you have C.J. Pearson. Now I want y'all to understand something about C.J. Pearson. This man has put on some shows for some clout. He is about as pro-Trump as you can be. He's been as supportive of Candace Owens in the past as anyone could have been. And even he has been fed up with it. Why are we putting Ahmaud Arbery on trial? Criminal history or not, my faith compels me to believe in the ideas of redemption. Ahmaud Arbery did not deserve to die the way he did. No human being does. Full stop. Damn, cuz. Now I know with some people who might be conservative and have been arguing on behalf of the two gentlemen who killed Ahmaud, y'all might be thinking, well, they're just trying to ride the liberal wave, right? They don't even understand the facts, really. That's why Candace is right here, and those conservatives, literally every other black conservative in the country, is just wrong. Yeah, no, see, the reason those Republicans did not side with Candace is because they actually read the facts. It's crazy because people like Candace Owens could do simple research and find these facts themselves, but they choose not to because they want to confirm their biases, not actually challenge the institutional powers that get away with stuff like this. So let's look at the facts. All right. So I'm gonna pull up this article for y'all. It's called it was written by another local station. I love local news or news and media reporting because they usually get it right. So Candace Owens, remember, they like to use very flowery rhetoric. Broken, criminal, didn't steal anything, okay? But he broke in, and is a criminal. And, well, gosh darn it, if he's wearing khaki shorts, he's guilty. All right? If his shorts are khaki as hell, then he got to go to jail. That's what happens, apparently, according to Candace Owens' world. But let's look at the facts. Not only is it not a crime to enter into a construction site, but Larry English, the property owner, went on record in a recent interview and said that his property was not burglarized and nothing was stolen from the premises, which makes the story of Travis and Gregory McMichael, the killers, even more questionable. According to the McMichaels, who have been charged with murder and aggravated assault, they were enacting a citizen's arrest. Boy, it must be nice to be white, because boy, I couldn't even imagine trying to do a citizen's arrest, pointing a gun at a white person I thought was breaking into a house. Oh my God. I would be dead on arrival. Cops would just, what the heck? Oh God, white person in need. White person in need. But I digress. Georgia law requires the commission of a felony in the presence of the citizen for this statute to apply for everybody who has been using the argument, right? Now there's a Georgia statute that allows them to commit a citizen's arrest. That's what's been said. Except for neither occurred. In other words, there was no felony committed, right? Even the crime that they tried to accuse Ahmaud of wasn't a felony. It didn't happen in front of them. Because remember, they said, oh, we got a call. And then by the time they got there, he was already out. On top of that, once again, they didn't see him do anything. Of course, there's not an investigation, but it gets worse because they're trying to figure out why the two men who killed Ahmaud were never even arrested at the scene. Now, for those of you who may be wondering, well, why would you arrest them if you don't know they're guilty? Yeah, so once again, I ask you to use common sense here. And I would ask y'all to think about this. If a woman who had said she was jogging went into a construction site for a house that was unfinished to look around and walk out. One, would those two white men have been called for a burglary if it was a white woman? And I'm genuinely asking you. No, right? Probably not. If they were called and they'd said, well, let's just go ahead and check it out, because they for some reason, maybe Mr. Larry dedicated, those resources to making sure his property was safe, and they check every day. So maybe they just showed up on their own accord, and she was just walking around, and she walks out. Do you think they're greeting that white woman with two guns? With a shotgun? No, I don't think so. Okay. So my last question is, if that white woman was greeted by two men with two guns, shot and killed, would those two white men have been arrested on the scene? No, matter of fact, here's a better question. If those are two black men, would they have been arrested on the scene for killing that white woman after accusing her of burglarizing construction property? No. Well, yeah, they would have been arrested. It would have never happened that way because black men know better. Come on. We're not stupid. We know how this game goes. But anyone pretending that this has nothing to do with race is full of shit. And y'all know me, I don't do the race baiting thing when it comes to stuff like this. I'm going to keep it 100 with you, regardless of how I might make you feel about it. And I'm telling you, regardless of how it might make you feel about it, Candace Owens is full of shit. And if you're defending those two idiots, you're either pandering on purpose because you're trying to be edgy on race issues, or maybe, perhaps, you might be a little bit racist yourself, just a little bit. But let me be honest. You might not be racist. You might just have implicit racial bias, or you have total apathy when it comes to racism, which is how a lot of these problems persist. Because you'll make every excuse. Well, did we watch the whole camera? Did we watch the camera like what Trump said? Did we watch? Maybe the whole video's not out. No. But I'm glad that his Department of Justice decided to act right and investigate them for hate crimes. So even though Trump got it wrong with his rhetoric, the Department of Justice was like, this is a little bit sketch, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. So what's up? Literally, they weren't even arrested at the scene for killing someone in cold blood who was unarmed, even though nothing was taken. And Candace Owens out here acting like a whole ass coon. For what? For what? Because you got attacked? Because you jumped the gun before you got all the information? Because you didn't watch Larry English's interviews? Because you didn't read any story? Because you didn't check the statutes? Because you saw a bunch of people quoting some nonsense, and because a conservative who agreed with you quoted it and it suited your narrative, you're just going to repeat it? You didn't even verify? Come on, bro. If you like that segment of Mikasa Sukasa, don't forget to like the video and smash that subscribe button. Want access to members only live streams, behind the scenes footage, and other premium content? Well, you can endorse us on Rockfin Premium, become a patron through Patreon, or you can sign up for the MCSC Premium membership through YouTube. All the links are in the description below. But hey, more than anything else, always remember,
find your balance.
Find your balance.
Find your balance.
Find your balance. Find your balance.
Find your balance. Find your balance.
Always remember, more than anything else, find your balance.